Let's talk about COVID-19 and what can be done for naturally boosting our immune system and help if you do get sick to fight off the virus. Natural things for free at home. I'm Leah Irby. I'm fertility and business coach, and I also am a music educator, and I am really curious about sound and how the role that it can play in our health in so many ways. So let's talk about tips here. So number one thing you can do is hug someone. Okay, I know. We're all at home. We're all far away from lots of people. Maybe you're single and then there's nobody around. My theory is that we need a circle of friends. If we're quarantined or we're in like a smaller space, you need to have a few people that are your circle and that you will get touch from, because we all need hugs. We need physical closeness with other people. That's one thing we're wired to do. So get your hugs, find your people that you are closely associated with, and if that's your family, sometimes when we're stressed out, we forget that there's people sitting right next to us and we can hug and cuddle with them. So 7 hugs a day, that's your goal. That will help overall boost your immune system. Number 2, sleep, rest. Okay, this is so basic, but something that in a culture of work, go, we have to produce, we have to be doing something all the time. We forget that it's also okay to pause, to step back, to slow down, and to rest. As a society right now, we're being called on to rest. And I think this is a tip for how to fight this virus too on an individual level, is that at the first sign that you feel like you're not well, step back, do less, and that leads me into the next point, which is technology. I love technology for connecting people. I love that I can get on Zoom and Skype call and be connected to my family that's in the US and I live in Sweden. But when I'm sick, when I was feeling really, I don't know, because we didn't have individual testing here, but I think our family had some symptoms that related to COVID. I just took it as a stop. So I turned off my phones, turned off the computer. I just said, like, I've got to lie down. Luckily, my husband and I weren't sick at the same time. I was the one who had more severe symptoms, and he just had like a mild cold kind of thing. But for 3 weeks, a mild cold. But luckily, he could take care of our son, and I was able to just prioritize sleep. And I just rested when I needed to. But I really want to encourage getting off technology as a way to heal. And this is something we need to learn how to use the technology to help us connect and then disconnect when we need downtime. So just make sure, get out in nature, talk to your plants at home, hang out with a book instead of the ebook, and just let yourself go from the technology. It will help you de-stress, calm down, then you can come back in and relate. Okay, next one is water. It is really important that you drink enough fluids. Just that water is this pure, basic, simple thing that we all need. It helps us clear out a multitude of things and toxins in our body. But sometimes when we get busy, we forget to drink enough water. So make sure, and when I say drink enough liquids, make sure you're not just drinking juices or milk or caffeine tea, because that can dehydrate you even though you think you're getting enough fluids. If you're not getting enough just straight water, that could be a problem too. So check your fluid intake. We had hugs, less tech, rest, water. Okay, then the thing I want to talk to you about that I am passionate about is music as a healing tool. And one of the things that has been studied recently as a way to fight COVID is nitric oxide. And this is something that we naturally produce in breathing, but it's something you can increase by 15 times by doing self-created sound of humming. So if you think about when you are in flow and you're going around the house and you're doing a project and you're just excited and on fire, and you end up humming this song that's stuck in your head and you don't even realize it. Someone else might even say, hey, why are you humming? And, oh, I didn't even know I was. You're in this flow and that creates you humming. You're happy. And so in reverse, when we're struggling, when we're having a hard time, when we're sick, we're exhausted, we're mentally having trouble, humming can bring you back to a state of health and wholeness. So humming, simple things, breathing, first of all, making sure that you calm down your breath. So breathing is a really good thing to practice when you're not sick so that you can come back to it when you are having trouble. When you're having difficulty, sometimes it's harder to access the things that we know would help us. So just breathing and making sure that your shoulders aren't going up when you breathe. You can also try laying down and just feeling how that feels when you breathe. Trying to expand your rib cage out. And just really tune into the breath and think about how this is nourishing you. And this is going to help your body restore your health or keep it in health. If you are healthy right now, keep that health. So when you hum, you're actually resonating in the nasal cavity. This is an area where viruses come into your body, and we can sort of build up our immune system and our protection by doing this humming. Just fill up your breath and release that with the humming, and maybe 3 to 5 minutes of really focused humming. You can kind of think maybe right before you go to bed, when you're in this quiet moment. It can actually help with sleep as well. So that's another benefit of humming. And you can just listen to calming music and hum along. It doesn't have to be this beautiful operatic singing, which can be wonderful, but this is more about meditating, getting in tune with your vibration, and listening to your body. So the other thing I think of when I think about this right now is that we are being called to speak our truth, and it's in the throat here. So when we are holding back things and we are repressed, we can be coughing, we can be choking on our words. And we need to remember that your message needs to be heard by the world. It's so important that you bring out your truth to your family, to your neighbors, to the world. Speak out what you need to say. So I invite you to share this video, click the like below if you like the video, and subscribe to my channel for more information on sound healing, business tips, fertility, and more.